Hello Cancers and welcome to Deku Tarot. I'm going to be doing your weekly tarot reading for May 20th to the 26th of 2019. Alrighty guys, so Cancers, let's have some fun this week. We just had that Scorpio full moon, so let me know in the comments below how that was for you guys. I did do a Scorpio full moon reading, so check that out if you haven't. It's for all the signs and it's time stamped. So, this is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It cannot and it will not resonate with every single one of you, as you know. And that's okay. If it doesn't, go check out your weeklies for your other placements, like your Moon, your Rising, your Venus. They might resonate better with you or have messages that you need to hear for one reason or another. Okay? And thank you guys so much for all of your support. Thank you. Thank you to all my subscribers. Thank you guys. Cancers, you guys are always a big group on the channel. You guys always seem to show up pretty well, so thank you. And if you haven't, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Alright, Cancers, we're using the Gustav Klimt deck here. I almost called it the Bosch deck. The Gustav Klimt deck to check out general and career for you this week. Then we'll look at romance, love, all that stuff from the heart, okay? This week we have the Sun moving into Gemini, and I'll read a little description from my Moon Journal because I really love it. I think it's a lovely little description here. The mutable air of Gemini distributes information from that which has come into being. The warm summer air is vibrantly alive with movement and sound as pollen drifts on the breeze and flying insects fill the world of life between bloom and blossom. Male and female are uniting. The marriage of heaven and earth is being consummated. Respond to the energy of the seasonal tide by allowing the winds of your interests and attractions to blow you where they will. Explore the social networks and your neighborhood environment. It is through connecting and exchanging with new people, places, and ideas that the gem of something new will be conceived. And again, the Sun moves into Gemini on Tuesday, the 21st. So we're leaving Taurus season, moving into Gemini season, and then you guys are next. So, Three of Cups, general life, career. There's Sun, Moon, Rising. Yeah, whoa. This is nice, guys. Wow. 2 threes here for your general week. I really feel like you're really treasuring and building your friendships with friends and people that you love. I think especially in your work environment for a lot of you, you're starting to make friends, really experience a lot of camaraderie and just working well with others this week, and just also hanging out, having a nice time with friends. You're communicating. It's really nice. Wow. I really like this reading for you guys. I'm glad I started off with that little Gemini reading. I actually didn't do that for the first half of the weeklies. I don't know why I didn't. I just forgot to do it, and then I was like, oh no, I wanted to read that because I thought it was such a lovely little spring Sun entering Gemini poem thing. I don't know, but it's for my Moon Journal. If you guys want to know what kind I use and what I have, I'll show you real quick here. It's the Astro Moon Diary of 2019. Love it. Anyways, let's get into this reading now. So, we have again, like I was saying, this is a very bright week for you. I feel like socially, energetically, working well with others right now. It's just really nice. Let me clarify the middle of this reading here. 3 of Pentacles and 9 of Wands, though. 9 of Wands is interesting. We might be anxious. It's weird because you're building such solid relationships. I don't know, it feels like for some of you, you might not be feeling the love at home and with, you know, either family situations or even a certain, you know, your friend group outside of work versus your friend group in work. But I think for a lot of you guys, we're having some family issues here, and we're really relying on the relationships that, you know, are found family. And I don't know if you guys watch Queer Eye, but I love it, and I think the messages and just the way, it's just an amazing show. I really, really do love it. But they talk about found family in one of the episodes of the newest season, and I thought that was really beautiful because as you grow through life, you find your own family. Yes, we have our biological family that we are a part of, you know, obviously through blood, but sometimes we don't have the best relationships with those people, or they become difficult, and or we become estranged because they cannot accept us for one reason or another, or we cannot deal with them for one reason or another, and we have to separate. So this might be, things like that coming up with your family here, or issues with your family where you're just feeling like, oh my god, this is difficult, like I don't know why we're going through this. There's a loss of love, there's probably, I feel like, some type of issue, something going on here. Somebody causing problems, wreaking havoc here. And you might be really frustrated because you have such a wonderful found family for some of you. I know that's a really specific message this week, but let's clarify the Nine of Wands to the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like realizing that you have to put boundaries with people like this. Yeah, it's you building. What an interesting reading. And of course, when you see 110, I was waiting for another 10 to pop out here. And it's interesting, you get Cups, Wands, Pentacles. You have all of it. No, I'm sorry, we don't have air this week. What am I talking about? But the Wheel of Fortune kind of incorporates all of it. So that's a really interesting... Again, I think this has a lot to do about family this week. Just your found family versus, putting up boundaries with people that don't support you, that don't give you pleasure and, good times the way, your found family does. It's almost like... these people give you anxiety, stress, like, I don't know if they just say the wrong things at the wrong times, they just don't accept you for who you are, but it's like they come in and you're like, oh my god, not again. But it's in these moments that you realize you can cut this energy out. It's like, removing that cord, blocking that energy, blocking the situation when somebody comes in and starts, draining your energy. And it's interesting, I don't know. I don't want to bring this up. I guess I'll bring it up. The concept of like psychic vampires or emotional vampirism, where people come in and they take our energy. That really does happen. People can do that. People come into your life sometimes to just take energy because it's, being around you might make them feel better. Starting, crap up with you might make them feel better. It brings something to their life for some reason. And it's because they're just feeding off your energy. And it's knowing when certain situations and people keep coming back to drain your cups here, to cut it out. When certain things come up again, you just have to be like, I have to emotionally kind of bar myself from this. I have to realize that putting any of my heart into this right now is just going to drain me. It's frustrating. And it's finding the comfort and realizing that you can block that out and let in the right things. It's understanding the concepts, between our... finding that, fine line between strength and vulnerability, understanding, that these things do make you sad, but putting up strength and walls against them, and, cultivating places where that really feed you, in terms of, your found family. I don't know, I can't, like, say it right. I don't know what's wrong with me. But it's just putting all that love and energy that a lot of people, can do into their families and into these people. It doesn't, again, this isn't a family situation. It's definitely, like, I don't know. I'm really feeling it's like a very specific situation here that I'm picking up on. So actually, I'm not going to switch it around. And if it doesn't fit you, it doesn't fit you. Sorry. But this is a very specific reading this week for like some specific cancers out there that are going through this stuff again and again. And it's really, it drains you. But you see, also when I see the Ten of Pentacles, I think of, well, not think of, but like I get the message of really long-term generational cycles. And sometimes I see the Ten of Pentacles as that. It's not often. Came up in a reading I think a couple weeks ago as well. But and again, like I don't see it that way that often, but it just feels like this is something that maybe like putting your energy and your feelings, and again, you're Cancer, you're soft, you're loving, you want to give everybody your heart, you want to be able to, you have a lot of emotions, and you put your emotions into people and in situations, and of course into your family, and of course into your friend groups, and it's knowing what ones feed you and which ones drain you. And you do need to put up walls against that. You do need to put up your shell in some situations and not put your heart out there and not put your energy out there. Because sometimes this kind of stuff can go on and on and on. It's like a never-ending story of just constantly cycling back around and needing something from you. And you can break that cycle and really put that energy into the home, the people, your new family, like your true family, your soul family, the people that provide you with love and support and don't just constantly drain you. So again, there's a real wake-up call for you guys. I don't know, it's like you suddenly wake up and you realize, like, I'm, like, yes, this is sad and frustrating and extremely draining, but I need to do what's best for me. at the end of the day, and these people never think about what's best for me. They're selfish, and you guys, it seems like, open your heart up to the situation again and again and again. So realize, you're becoming a martyr, and you need to not do that. You don't need to be a martyr for anybody. Okay? Anyways, what an interesting and very specific reading. Let me know, for those Cancers, that it resonates with in the comments below. Like, let me know what the heck's up. Anyways, let's move on to a Stacey DeMarco Halloween Oracle here, and then we'll go on to love. So let's see some advice or a message from Spirit for Cancers for May 20th to 26th of 2019. Ooh, Barmbrack. Love it. I always love this card. Yeah, and this is really, again, it's like you guys just like suddenly were like, I'm not going to be this way about this, or I'm not going to approach this situation. I'm not going to deal with this the same way that I have before. I'm not going to put my heart and soul and energy into that anymore. Like, I'm over it. Like, no, like, I realize now, I can see very clearly now that this doesn't give me anything. So, Barmbrack, sweetness and synergy. When you pull the Barmbrack card, it indicates a curiosity to know what is ahead, but it's important to balance that with the now. After all, we have the tools to change our future should we choose. The sweet synergy of Barmbrack, all the ingredients, including the objects, are more complete and powerful together than they are individually, should encourage you to seek your own sweet spot. So yeah, this is not putting all of our eggs in one basket. It's also not doing things the way that we used to. It's different. I love Barmbrack. It's like sweetness energy, doing things a different way, finding different routes to what true happiness and fulfillment is for you, and what fulfilling relationships are for you, honestly. So let's look at love now. We're going to use the Hobbit deck for you guys. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Also, guys, if you want to book a private reading, please contact me right away through email. Do not send PayPal before you, or don't send payment before you book a reading this week. I am going away from the 22nd to the 25th. So I'm only accepting a few readings this week, and others will have to be rescheduled until next week, okay? So if you want to book a reading, email me, but don't send payment unless I have okayed it, all right? Okay, and again, all the information is right below this video in my description box. Okay, let's see, Cancer. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Love, romance, the Emperor. Again, this just focuses on the romantic aspects of our lives. Ooh, King of Wands. We definitely have some fire sign energy here. Ooh, boy. Four of Swords, love, romance, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Person is like high octane energy, and it feels like you need like some rest here. Wow, okay, what a powerful reading. Let's get some clarifiers. You guys have such an interesting reading this week. I love it. Sorry, I get so crazy about these needing to be lined up. Okay, let me get a couple clarifiers here. Clarify King of Wands to Four of Swords. Okay. Alright, King of Swords, Four of Swords. Wow, there's a lot of energy this week. Alright, Cancers. I wasn't going to do a clarifier over here, but, okay, we got, like, three very powerful masculine energy. A lot of masculine energy, like, right there. So let's see, for King of Wands, clarify. It's bringing up these energies in terms of love and romance for Cancers this week. Oh my god. Guys. Some of you definitely have a lot of cards on the table in terms of prospective partners. Clarify Knight of Coins, the Death card for Cancers this week. Wow. Oh boy, okay. Some of you guys are suddenly having a lot of people that are interested in you. I will say that, and you're going to be exhausted. I have to be honest with you. You guys are going to be exhausted. If you're single and you've been like, why haven't I found anybody yet? I don't know. I think this is the week where it's suddenly, if you haven't been going out, go out this week. Go out and meet some people. Go out if you have a fire sign or a Libra in your life, or even an Aquarius. I mean, even if one of these people isn't your friend, they're not introducing you to these people. You're meeting some people out here. You're meeting some very strong, even if this is just one person, this just feels like such a masculine energy right here. It's so intense that you kind of need a break. Four of Swords. You're like, I think things need to be a little bit more lighthearted, taking it more slow. So again, you might be approached with a very serious person this week. If you're single, whether it's one person or two people, I mean, for some of you, I think there might be a decision to make between two people, an air sign and a fire sign, like for sure. Or again, maybe even three people I'm getting for some of you. Like, wow. Sometimes I don't see the, court cards and stuff and as, people and more of the energies, but I don't know, some of you really do feel like you have three specific people that are like really pushing, and they're really, I mean, this is, I feel like maybe, well, if you're interested in males, then this is definitely, you have a lot of males pursuing you this week. And again, it doesn't have to be males, but this is, it just feels like a very masculine or just very forceful energy, like forceful. Whoever this is very into the pursuit, is a very, you know how Aries pursue people. I mean, if you don't, go look it up, because, I mean, we pursue people pretty intensely. So it's that kind of energy of like, I'm going for you, I'm running. There's like this meme or something on Twitter, I actually just saw it yesterday. And it's like how it feels like when an Aries or like a Scorpio placement is finally into you, and it's like No Face from Spirited Away, and he's just running full like arms back, like running after this girl who's dressed as Chihiro, and it's just the funniest thing. And I'm like, that is so right. It's like once they just like don't stop. Like, what are you doing tomorrow? Do you want to hang out tonight? Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing like for every day of the week here? It's that kind of energy. So some of you guys are kind of like, whoa, I'm not that available. Let's take this slow. Like, I actually don't have that much time. And you might need to kind of put up some boundaries here. You might honestly become very defensive. And because you become defensive, you might want to end it because this person is kind of coming at you. So, I mean, again, that's your decision this week, Cancer. But for those of you that are in relationships, there's a lot of fiery, just clear cutting energy as, the sun moves from Taurus into Gemini. I feel like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday here. And it's bringing up a lot of like really big conversations, taking responsibility, taking action. Like if you have a partner here, there's a lot of like, let's talk about let's talk, let's balance this relationship out, let's talk about things. Like also maybe we should look at apartments or houses. This is what we need to sign. It's very serious, like let's talk, let's get stuff done type of energy between you and your partner here. Definitely feels like we're coming to decisions, conclusions. You're planning things out. You're like, we gotta pay this, we gotta do that. I don't know. There's all very serious and not so much. But on top of that, it's also passionate. So, I mean, there could be some really fun times amidst all this, like, kind of almost like paperwork and discussion, like serious discussion. Not like it's negative serious discussion, but very clear cut, like frank and to the point, like decisions and like conversations. It's like, this is exhausting for you guys being a Cancer. So you're like, listen, let's like, why don't we like chill? Why don't we go do something that we want to do here? Why don't we go have some fun? Put this off, like, like let's just do a little at a time here. Like, I don't know. I'm going to get one more clarifier actually for Death and the Seven of Wands, because that's an interesting energy to me. I feel like I have to get more on. Yeah, the Hierophant. Oh, interesting. Scorpio full moon. What did that bring out for you guys? You could be a little bit defensive because of that. It could have brought out a lot of internal leaps and bounds, I think, in terms of almost like your awareness within relationships, what you need, what you want, what needs to be ended. It's like you went through something internally, and it's like it doesn't really bubble to the surface, it feels like, to the end of the week here. Check out what your Scorpio full moon reading was. I did a reading for all the signs. But yeah, wow, this is interesting. So for those of you in relationships, I just feel like we're having a lot of like serious, like, again, if you're in a partner with a male, like they're definitely very dominant, or it's somebody that is very, that type of energy, that type of kind of over, or not so much, I don't want to say overbearing in a negative way, but it almost is like it's exhausting for you sometimes. And like this person or your partner is like being like extreme in their energy, and you're like, let's like take a day off here. Like, why don't we just go for a hike? Why don't we get back into each other here and like put this off for another day? And like that person's like, no, or whatever. And like you're starting to get defensive about it. And like, I don't know, you want to make some changes here, because something I think that came out during that Scorpio full moon, like something came out here. You went through something very internal. I'm going to get a card on that actually. Being brought up from the Scorpio full moon, it just feels like things that have needed to come out for a while. I don't know, it brought something out here. Yeah, I don't know if you guys are even talking about it directly to them, but I think you know what I'm talking about. Something came out here, some clarity, and it's making you a little bit defensive, and the other person's going to be like, why are you being so defensive? And, you know, your partner's going to be like, why are you being defensive? And blah, 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 like, what's going on here? Um, but you're not really wanting to tell them right now. And if you do tell them, it's going to be like, death card, like, well, this is what I need to change, and blah, blah, blah. But try to approach it from a different, more rational perspective. Like, you know, the Queen of Swords is like Libra, Gemini energy. So look at things from both sides. You know, have a clear perspective on before we, you know, dive in and start flipping out emotionally here. But, you know, don't act on emotions, really. Okay? So that's what I have to say about your love this week. Very interesting, guys. You have to tell me who this person or people are, for those of you that are dealing with those people, in the comments below. Because, like, some of you guys, it's just like, what the heck? Where is this coming from? Oh my, like, what is this energy that you are throwing at me right now? Why are you so intense? All right. This is from my Romance Angel Oracle cards here. Love for my Cancers. Messages for love for my Cancers. Let go of control issues. Yeah. Again, I feel like that's what maybe came out during that Scorpio full moon there. Maybe we realized some control issues here, or, you know, some things that are relating to that. And by the end of the week, I think that we're realizing that it would be better to release our need to control a situation, to control people here. And some of us, I feel like, might be looking for less control from a partner or from other people. Ooh, religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. I don't really see this as so much a religion card. I more read this as you come from very different backgrounds, come from very different places. You know, you're just like, I don't get this person. Some of you guys are going to be like, I really don't get you. Like, or some of the people that are trying to pursue you right now, and you're going to be like, I don't know. This is going to be difficult. You are way... I think, again, that's why we're getting that Four of Swords in the middle of the week after all that energy is thrown at us. You're, like, looking the other way, some of you, being like, oh, no, I don't think I can do that. That's too much. So, again, that's your decision. If you're up for the challenge of a very different partner here, or partners, for some of you it feels like, then go for it. But if you don't feel like you can't reconcile those differences, then, again, that's your decision. Anyways, Cancers, those are your weekly messages for May 20th to 26th of 2019. Please like and subscribe. I really do appreciate it, guys. And I'd love to see you all as subscribers here on the channel. If you want to check me out on Twitter or Instagram, or book a private reading with me, again, all the information is below this video in the description box. And please email me this week if you want to book a private reading before you send payment. Do not send payment unless I have okayed it, because I am going away. Thank you, guys, and have a blessed week.